All right. Well, glad you're all here with me. Good to see you all. We are in the middle of Genshin Impact. This is our daily Sunday stream. This is the one stream that we do pretty much every Sunday, no matter what. So welcome,
There are so many talismans here.
whether it be your
And some
morning,
stacks of blank paper, too.
afternoon, or evening. I'm glad you're here with me.
What are they for?
It looks like they're copying a pattern. Maybe they're trying to reproduce a towel. Wait a
I
second.
haven't seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious. Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty deep. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh.
Holy
Let's
cow.
go! Paimon hates being late.
Ain't gonna deny that that's one of the things that drives me crazy about this game. You guys have heard me say it before. Is you do a lot of talking to tell very little of the story. Alright, so we got some bad boys there. Looks like I gotta light that thing. Huh. I'm not sure. Interesting. Don't know that pattern for some reason. Let's see. First of all, why is this person with me right now? Oh, it's this guy I need right here.
There's still a long road ahead.
Yeah. There we go. Not sure what that did. Oh, wait. What does it do? What does it do? Don't see it do anything. Whatever it does, I'm not seeing it. Okay. There we go. Shoot ourselves over to there. Natalie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alright, so looks like we're going up this way. And we've already fought this guy before. There we go.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy-schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important
Holy
thing
cow.
to her then?
Telling you. This
Why,
game.
Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
Holy cow.
That is how the Fatui have always been.
It's a lot of talking.
It doesn't surprise me in the least.
And now they're trying to reproduce the seal of permission.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War,
Oh my gosh.
Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds
Wow.
of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
You mean you need me to pick them?
No, I need you to sing to them. Singing
Oh, no.
to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Holy cow, that's a lot of talking for the stupidest thing in the world. Unbelievable. Swear. Wait a minute. Where is it? Way up there. How are you supposed to get that thing way up there in the air that high? I don't see no updrift to go into it. That's crazy. Alright.
I still have a lot to do with the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
So, I'm supposed to go to this spot and sing. Oh, look at move. What's this about now? There's another one. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, see it. Okay, where am I going here? Right over there.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
Holy cow.
What happened?
Oh.
These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Lille?
Whirling snow!
You do a lot more damage when you get them wet.
Take flight!
Ow, 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 ow.
Floating tears.
Ready, steady, go!
These little guys are kind of tough. Level 40s. I'm not just breezing through them like I normally do. Normally I'm just right through them, but not this time. Oh, why won't it let me there? Ow.
Let's dance.
Ah, can't switch. You gotta be kidding me. Uh-oh.
Unthinkable!
Oh, you will.
Unthinkable! Sakura swirl! I have dishonored.
Yeah. Yeah. Wind blade.
Ouch. Those little things right there are terrible.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I had a couple people
Those
die
weren't
there.
glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The
Yeah.
glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately,
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's
What's her face?
what's her face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about Gagne. She's acting different from the first time we met.
Oh, Well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duty my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex
Oh my
Lapis's rule
gosh.
from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
People, this is
Huh?
why
This
I only play
is
this
a little
game once a
sudden.
week. Too much talking, man.
As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue mortal. I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as
I like
an
the
Adeptus,
fighting, but I just can't stand all the
I
talking.
think I will eventually come to grips with reality.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes,
For 17 minutes we've
I
been
am a
streaming,
mix of human and
and
Chilean.
15 of it has been just this.
Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact,
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too?
no, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies,
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a bit...
I've had enough ventures, and beginning
All
a
right.
new undertaking is always
Let's get
difficult
this
at first.
talking done.
And require, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Oh, thank God. Thought we were going to talk for another 20 minutes. Alright, so... Maid Biker... Ayaka is dead. So, let's do this real fast. It needs me to go all the way there. So... We'll go there. We'll get everybody resurrected here. Alright, everybody's back. Now, we have to go... Just trying to take the fastest route. There it is.
You're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? The whole city turned upside down. It's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad.
Wow.
Well, where could we find him now? Where
Could
would
this
he go
story
at a time
get
like
any
this?
stupider? For real, man. It's just like such a convoluted, ridiculous story. I can't believe it. Now I have to go. Oh, I gotta go up there. There is no easy path to there. That blows. That's the closest it's gonna teleport me to is to there. I don't know why I never got that one. That's weird. All right. Alright, so now we have to go this way. At least running is better than standing there and listening to these people talk. I would rather do this than have this game just endlessly talk at me. And it seems like that's been a lot of what the game's been since we've leveled up. I'm not a big fan of it, which is why I only play it once a week. Because it does get on my nerves. It's like, I want to do this, I want to do stuff. I want to stand here and listen to you talk at me about some ridiculous story that I am not into at all. You haven't made me into it. You haven't made me interested in it in the slightest. Where the hell am I going here? Probably didn't want to go down here. Oh, maybe, yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, I've actually had some of you people, you followers and viewers, give me crap about you know, that I'm not as tolerant as I should be with listening to this story. But you got to make the story interesting, man. I got to be interested in it. And in my opinion, what is this going to be? It's going to be bad. What did that say? Whoa. Level 37, okay. In my opinion, they haven't done their job. They haven't made me interested in this story. So, I mean, that's not my fault. That's the game's fault.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora.
This might be fun. Let's see.
Where all of Tivat's Mora is minted,
I see a dead guy over there.
In that case,
Touch
maybe
a single
they
Mora
won't
and we're done
notice
for.
if a few
If it
Mora go
were that
missing.
easy, this place would have been emptied long ago. Yeah, touch a
Oh,
single
so
Mora,
it's
we're
a
done
trap.
for.
Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
Something feels amiss.
Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet.
There's a dead guy right over there.
Quiet. Surely someone's gotta be
He's dead.
guarding something as important as the Exuvia.
He's dead.
Huh? Look! What happened
Told ya.
here?
Oh, they're not dead. They're just unconscious.
Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble.
No kidding.
Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Okay. Maybe now we're going to do something fun. Alright, where are we going here? So, this dude... You're dead. Another one over there. Here we
You've
go.
already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for
Who the
today?
hell's talking to me?
Huh? Who's there?
Oh, you don't know me.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a
Child.
generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Find out it was here. Looks like I was just in time then.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort?
Probably.
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled.
Teresa.
She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway.
Okay.
The time for discussion and
out.
diplomacy has already passed.
Good.
I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with.
Me too.
But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit.
Okay, so let's
Either
fight.
way, we now come to my favorite part.
The
A
fight.
simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be
Let's
sharing
fight.
with you.
Good, let's fight.
The battle.
Yeah. Fight.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes,
Holy cow,
and
let's
consider
just
the
fight.
consequences of her actions.
For real.
But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
Okay, let's fight.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Let's fight.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle.
Okay, let's fight.
Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest...
Okay, let's fight.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Thank God, please. Oh, jeez.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Try this. Poor timing. Verdictors? Not bad. Not
Oh,
bad.
that was pretty good.
Cowering already?
You're a little bugger.
Passable effort. Disappear! Poor timing. How unbecoming.
Haha!
Your Voyager!
Oh. Ow!
Careful now. You're wide open.
I will not stand for this. Yeah. Ha!
Come on, we can do it.
Cowering already? Not bad, not bad. Guess I should take you more seriously. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means
How
I
did he
can go
re-heal all the
out.
way up?
Brace yourself.
What the heck?
This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
You little bugger.
Got you.
You didn't get me. Oh, I thought you might have got me.
You've got some skills.
Oh,
Windblade! All you do is run.
all you do is run.
I'll crush you.
Ow. I can't change. Ah, see? Still didn't before I could change out.
I'll protect us.
There we go.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now.
Nope.
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Oh. What's gonna happen now? Gonna go into God mode. Soldier. Dun dun dun. Soldier. God mode.
This is going to cost you!
Ow. We gotta fight again? Are you serious? And Ed, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Alright, so we gotta fight this dude again. Probably do that. Probably do that. We already lost Made Biker, I think, yeah. Like Traveler is dead. So
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now. Don't
Nope.
make me take it from you.
not gonna do it.
We didn't take it!
Need to get some protection going here.
Let's dance.
Oh. Ah.
Time for retribution!
Die here.
Oh.
Let the show begin.
Go back to protection. Uh-oh. That can't be good.
Is that all you've got?
That's all he's got.
I'll protect us.
Ow. Well, you didn't protect me very good.
Verdict is...
That really doesn't have any effect on him. That. Oh, yeah. Right in the middle of it like a doofus. He's almost dead.
Die.
Whirling snow.
But I've lost 2 guys already because of him. There we go.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through, and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis.
Duh.
You had no connection to the Gnosis.
Duh.
no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Duh.
We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Gradually restoring my former
You
power.
already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with.
Perhaps.
In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Corpse was fake.
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
Oh God, why
I
did you
hoped
ask?
it would never come to this.
Now we gotta
For
listen
the
to
weak
this.
will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will
Why'd you
awaken
ask?
the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
Great.
God?
Oh God.
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War,
Oh jeez.
and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon stone spears ever since.
Now you did it.
If such an ancient god
Now
would
he's
be
gonna
unleashed
explain
upon
everything.
Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
Probably.
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
You've been trying to duplicate them. I saw your research with my own eyes.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my... But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Oh, please stop talking. Probably not. Here he comes.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Oh, look at him. He's pretty. Okay. See what's next. More talking. Of course, I should have known.
Exhausted.
How could I not have known that?
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What? are
Oh,
you
great.
doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Nope.
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh,
Now we got
Paimon gets it.
Now we got a
So
reindeer.
how do you plan to defend Lilith?
Oh my gosh, it's so insane, this
Just
game.
seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Lilith. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Now the bird talks too.
The Qi-Sing did once research the
Cloud
matter of the
retainer.
Guizhong ballista when it... And as
Okay,
fate
I
would
just gotta
have
get
it,
past this talking
one
people.
who did craft
There's
the
just too
Guizhong
much.
ballista with one's
like, come
own
on.
hand. For what could you mortals ever learn
We
of
have
Adepti
it's
mechanisms?
47 minutes we've been streaming, and we've
I
done
suppose this is
nothing
one
but
blessing
talk
from the Adepti that we should
for
be thankful
probably
for.
40 of those minutes.
So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare.
It's a little
Our
bit
battle
ridiculous.
begins now.
Yep.
Really, I feel like I'm watching a really, really bad movie. I'm not playing a game. I'm watching a really bad movie. Oh, here come the boys.
They're attacking the Guizhong ballista.
Wow.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Half the
Let's go
people.
help
Oh,
too.
they're all back. That's weird.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
It isn't time for a break yet.
I don't see any of those guys that came with me out here fighting at all. Just me.
This should be fun. No slacking off. Not breaking a sweat.
Yeah, me neither. These guys don't even fight back. They're just trying to hurt that thing.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Did I get hit? Wow. I was a little late on that advice.
attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Retribution!
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so
Why
many
is this guy not getting hurt?
Kill him!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This
I'm
is
almost dead.
adeptal energy.
Now I am dead.
That light from your body.
Ah.
It's like the time in giant cars. Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Oh, there's one more
With
over
the
there.
blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Guardian's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Well, there's nobody here to fight. What?
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
Probably.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Captain to what? I don't know what it's gonna do.
Whirling snow.
Gotta protect these things is basically what I'm doing.
Take flight.
And they just keep
Exercise
on
caution. I fear
coming.
that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Oh,
My apologies. Take flight.
this girl's a badass.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Where's the next group of you? Show yourself. Okay.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Uh-oh. That don't look good.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Oh. Oh, okay. In 1 hour of streaming, that was the coolest thing that's happened this whole hour. Yeah, true.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside.
Which one
part
of you
her
guys
then
sacrificed
limited
yourselves
income
with that
in
thing?
preparation
You're
for
all
building the
here.
Jade
You know,
Chamber.
you said goodbye.
At
I'll see you in
first,
later life.
It was only the size of a
Every one of you
small
are still
room,
here.
But with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that
Okay.
such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our... Thank you all for hearing me out.
Yeah, I'm not listening to you no more.
3,700 years.
Not listening.
Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone. But that does
can't
not
even get
mean
past this
that the
stuff.
Liyue of
It's just
today
like, man.
is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis...
Oh my god.
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract.
This really isn't a
Each
game at
passing
this
generation
point.
of the Qixing leaves
It's just
many things of
become
value to
a
be
really
inherited by the
crappy
next
movie.
generation. I also thought to tell him
This is
how the
why
past generations of
I play this
Qixing
game
had
once a
strove
week.
under his
Because I
rule
do
to
like the
survive
game as
in
far
our
as
mortal world.
when you're doing action, but this
establishing a
part,
network of contracts
this
which
is
has since
just
come to
too
be known as
much.
trade. But I dared not
Every
speak.
Sunday, I waste
I could only gaze at him in
endless
silence
time
until the moment I awoke.
listening to this story that is
Aw,
absolutely
Ningguang.
stupid.
Yet another perspective.
And that's the problem with the
What are you
game.
trying
You
to
made the story ridiculously boring. So it's hard for me to get into it because it's just so convoluted with all these different
It's a story about the
directions
four
of
winds
going,
and the
trying to
hero of the animal
satisfy so
archon.
many different people
The animal
in this
archon
game
sought
is
to quell the strife.
Each
They
of the
should have
seven
just
nations has
picked
its own
away and
scars
gone.
from the past.
Though your point is the very height of as Adepti, we've become a laughing stock.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
another
I am
idiot.
Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But although I am a mere mortal soldier.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith, when danger is near, everyone always thanks for protecting Liu at Harp.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able
Huh?
because we are adept.
Oh, Uncle.
You see, the country of contracts, although their blood is weak, the time of contracts between God.
Trying to just
Seeing
get
the
past
Your line
this.
of inquiry is
I don't want to see it no more. I'm just.
Seems like the
This is what makes me quit playing
Let
this
us
game
return
because
now.
it just gets
Eager to
so
leave.
sickening. I don't know if you people
Yes,
like it or
one
not. And I
understands what
apologize
the
if you
conflict-
do,
one
but I
fears
can't
that by the
stand
time
this.
one fair enough.
I didn't turn on my computer to read and listen. I turned on to play.
Since we Adepti have but
This
how
game
will
has
we
gotten
ensure
a little bit crazy.
All
With
right,
all of this
Carver,
talking.
you needn't worry.
They
Looks
think
like
that
the
they're telling a
conflict
good
between
story,
humans
but they're
and
not.
Adepti was
The
avoided.
story is terrible.
Oh, right. It's nice that we've got peace. Child wanted to unleash the god, but we were able to handle the Overlord. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still... Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Diluc is dead. Diluc is dead. We have to raise Diluc.
Ahoy there! Need a repair?
I personally believe that this game could have been so much better if they would have cut out probably half of the story. Now you made me lose my place here. Why? If they would have gotten rid of half of the story and... What is going on? Because it's just too convoluted. It's just really... The story, it goes so many different directions that it's not even good anymore. You should have gotten rid of half of the story and put in just more fight scenes and more fighting. Quit introducing more and more characters constantly. Quit introducing, because every time you do that, you have to introduce more story. The story is just getting dumber and dumber and dumber as you do that. Again, this is just my opinion, but the game, as far as the fighting and the way the character movement and things of this nature, very good. Really good job on it. But the rest of it is just driving me insane.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Alright. Still haven't rezzed my poor Diluc. My boy Diluc is dead. Okay. Where am I going here? All right.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, the real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was...
Oh, come on.
Wait.
Give me a break,
Perhaps it's
please.
best. As you know, I've even boulders that can withstand until one drizzly...
Rex Lapis,
I
this has
stood
been the dumbest
motionless.
part of the entire story.
But as I began to consider, was Liyue the city I had dwelt, so I feigned my own death. And gathered the cast of Chio, that's right. Which is why I...
So you mean that if the king...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing...
In the end, the resolution to all that has Take the Adepti, for instance. Credit is also due to This meant I
Don't
could
wanna know.
remain. All of these things
Don't
turned
care.
out as I had planned. I had expected them to do no more. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as...
Huh? That doesn't sound good.
On the contrary.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. If you hadn't created the pressure...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession...
Fine. I'll meet you there later.
Do as you wish.
Wow. Just don't know what to say. I just
Now
don't know
then.
what to say.
Is there anything else you wish to ask me?
What could possibly work the nose?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have my agreement with the Cryo Archon. As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer for you.
Yes, Maria. Does this game ever get to be where there's less of this talking stuff, man?
We spent so much
I
time
mean,
trying to
for real. This just seems totally ridiculous.
It would be a real shame
I
not
don't
to go
understand.
there
Why
now.
do people enjoy it? What other game do you play that does this? It just talks endlessly about the stupidest storyline ever.
Are you buying or not?
Can I find that? Probably not. Yeah, so I don't know how to get up there. Great. It's not showing me. Hmm. All right. Looks like I gotta go up this way. Why it doesn't show me the direction to go, I have no idea. But that's all right. We're gonna find it.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting,
More
I
talking.
guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Young
Fatui?
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui...
I mean, look at this. You're running to go do a mission with more talking. It's
You
like,
know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown
for
up out
real?
of nowhere. I
Who
mean,
plans
it's
this
been
in a game
2,000
like
years
this,
since Rex
that you
Lapis
just
subdued it.
talk and talk.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels.
Say,
You go from one mission
do
of
you
talking
think
to
the
another
person
mission of
who
talking to another
assassinated
mission
our
of
Lord-
talking
Now
to
that
another
you
mission of
mention it,
talking.
that's very possible. I mean, it all fits together.
To me, this
that
is
person
like
must have
crazy.
Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must?
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us.
Jeez Louise, man. Shut up. Like I said, it's the game's fault because they made the story
Hear ye
very
all.
uninteresting.
The Chising's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it, gods, and adepti live rumors and hearsay
So I get
about
to the
having
point
been
where I just
thwarted
skip
in
the
his
story
trial.
because
Nor
it just
are they to believe
it's just is
street-born rumors
probably the
or
dumbest story
indulge
I've ever
in
seen.
baseless speculation.
I mean, not probably, it is for sure. It's the dumbest story I've ever seen.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chisings announced. So that something feels off. Why would they suddenly? Could the Chising already have known? Did Zhongli tell them in secret? Exactly, right?
Now, where the hell are you taking me? We're gonna go to another mission of talking. See?
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing.
Jeez Louise, I swear.
As said previously,
I am not listening to this.
we the people of Liyue,
The long, unending.
now that we have awoke, will you stand with us?
So concludes the words of her. Does Her Eminence the Yuha?
Huh? Is she?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is.
Is that the traveler who they say
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always. Name your price.
Whoa.
Man, you can't even skip this stuff.
Could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Right by me. Oh, I gotta put up these posters. Oops. Talk to the people. Talk. Great, we're gonna talk.
Rex Lap. Perhaps mementos for.
I don't understand. Who do you want me to? These idiots?
As for the mortals and Adepta,
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it. But it seems as if those perfumes... Well, that's fine.
Okay, done with that one. Now, over here. Oh, that was smart. That was just brilliant. And now we're going to talk some more. Big surprise.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is
So you're talking to a guy here that this is not the style of games I play. The games I play, they don't
Why
talk.
would I not feel more at
You
ease?
do action.
After laying down the burden I have
This
borne
game
for
is all talk.
3,700 years.
Yeah,
The
it's-
Shinya kiosk.
Now it's just talk and talk and talk. Explain the story. Explain the
big
story.
talk, Zhongli.
Turn the story this way, then bend the story going this
you were
way. It's just like, come on,
You're
man.
right.
The story's boring. I don't want to know
as
about the
the
story
Rex
anymore.
Lapis
At the
Morax,
beginning, the story was
I can
good.
easily
Now it's gotten
create
totally
more.
stupid.
When I was journeying with you,
Oh, no wonder. But since you weren't used...
well, we were only spending in the city of commerce.
All I
the
do is keep
Archon
hoping it's going to
War.
get better.
I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhong. That is true. But there is no...
Paimon thinks that we should make a move to 7.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon
Hey, Mia.
Ball.
Hello to you.
And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
Raiden.
That is the case.
Raiden,
And
actually.
since Raiden is also the shogun of Inazuma, people call her the...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue
Paimon kind of drives me crazy.
Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she was most fond of when proclaiming that decree
to be honest with you, this whole game kind of drives me crazy, which is why I only stream it on Sundays.
Eternity is nearest unto the heavenly
because it just really, this is not my style of game that I normally play. I got into it, and then it's become more and more of nothing but talking.
Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way.
I'm hoping that changes. In the beginning, of course, there was talking to explain the story, but it's gotten worse. Where now it seems like I've been streaming for an hour and 23 minutes right now, and we have done nothing but listen to talking for an hour. It's like the whole story. It's just like, come on, you guys. The story is not interesting. It was in the beginning, but now they keep changing it and adding to it, and it kind of, it seems like they're reaching. They're reaching to try to get you to be interested in it, and I'm just not interested in it. I was, but now it's gotten kind of silly. I don't see where you're trying to take me here. Oh, right here. All right, well, we got to get Diluc back up, first of all. My poor boy Diluc is dead. Paimon is just an interesting element of the story, that's for sure. Sometimes she drives me insane with some of her questions that I'm like, they just answered it. Why are you getting them to talk more? I want them to talk less. Don't be getting them to talk more. Okay.
A blade is like a teeth. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
All right. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted to hear, Mia. Even more talking to go. I don't understand why they couldn't have mixed it a little bit differently. I mean, I shouldn't be spending out of an hour, and now it's an hour and 25 minutes. I shouldn't be spending action to the story. So it that part really kind of drives me crazy that the developers didn't do a little bit more.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
Recruiting new allies, more companions. I don't really need more, but...
Apart from your own skills,
Reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable...
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is.
Blonde stranger.
There's been a
Mondstadt.
certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Blonde. Dresses all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before.
It could be you, Paimon.
Wait, do you mean... Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more knights. No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? My patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests.
So, you know what I didn't
be a strong
do?
adventurer indeed,
I was
he would
supposed to
certainly
go.
be a big help on your journey.
I was supposed to
Please
go
don't
and
talk down on
resurrect
yourself like
Diluc. I don't
that.
think I did it, did
You
I?
are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all.
Diluc is my favorite character in Genshin, for
Your
sure.
deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even
And
now.
Ayaka, I don't know, I'm probably not saying her name right, but is probably my second favorite.
Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger. I wish you every success, adventurer.
Okay, so I forgot. Pretty sure. Oh no, I did res Diluc. Okay. So now, what is this going on here? Okay, Bowkeeper. All right, where are you gonna take me to? Oh, right at the gate. Yeah, exactly. More talking and more talking and more talking. It's like all I've done.
Honorary knight is something.
To stop complaining about it and just let it be what it
Stranger
is.
with an eye patch.
Because this is definitely not the style of game I normally am playing or
I remember
streaming.
seeing someone like that.
So I just got to get
a
used
blonde
to it.
stranger dressed in unusual garb.
It's
He was wandering all over Mondstadt
getting harder
first,
to get used to.
which
'Cause,
I
like,
found rather
the talking has
suspicious.
increased
So I decided to
greatly.
keep an eye. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more serious.
That is
Way
true.
more serious.
But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no? Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Well, let's go find Wagner. And you know what? This thing is... I'm missing something here. What's going on? Just that. Oh, no. There you are. Okay.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Oh, where is my friend Wagner at? He's right there. What's up, Wagner?
What? You need something? Here, I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then. Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Okay. And the angel share is... let's grab this first. Oh, no, no, no. Damn it. Real. I swear I do that every single time I come to this door. Okay.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Another day, another lack of alcoholic options.
Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night.
Just
a drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master D-Luke's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's D-Luke for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today, too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Even if you are a close friend, to learn to handle my booze.
Going on, when the storm from before had just appeared, the Knights of the Adventurers Guild sprang into action. But as we were busy with evacuation and rescue work, it seems as though some treasury hoarders managed to sneak. These thieves took advantage of that moment when we were stretched thin, managed to steal quite a few things: carrots from the Dawn Winery, mushrooms, Springvale, silverware. It's not nailed down. These bandits take it. But looking for those things that may prove very difficult. So we must make them pay. I'd like to have a little chat with those treasure hoarders. Sure, we did that just the other day. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Completely clear the camps out. Okay, simple matter. Thank you. At least you gave me something to go do. Now. Go to the second floor of the tavern and wait on the seat by the railing. On the seat. Okay, we're waiting.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
I need to learn to handle my...
You never tell in this game if they're guys or girls. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. How do you do? I am an honorary knight of Cornelius.
He's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
For my lost relative.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess...
What a weird guy. Okay.
That little one beside you.
My best chum, emergency food.
We're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
I was hoping to invite you to
Sure.
adventure with us.
And he was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you should.
But I will require advance payment.
Payment, you say?
500 mora, and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment. That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis? I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Everyone.
So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer then? I understand. As I thought. You really are similar to her. I'll take that 500 mora. And
I already gave it to you.
now I also understand your views on this world.
I already gave you your Mora.
As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
Well, I have met some Abyss mages in the past.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
I'll defeat them.
We're super duper strong!
That manner,
Super duper.
it's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Alright. Okay. So. Let's see, what do we got now? Got one right over there, looks like. Let's see. Alright, so everything else is far away now. Oh, no, it's not. Go. Alright, what are we doing here?
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss. The Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover
Anonymous
under the
cheer.
might of the gods.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Alright, so let's see what we got.
Oh, it's not.
Alright, head inside. Thought we already went inside this one once before. Yeah, we did, I think. Finally, something to do. Okay. We're gonna leave it with Maid Biker. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. I really wish I would have brought the chick with the arrows, but we'll leave it.
The sense of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Finally, we're doing something, not talking. Awesome. Been pretty rare today, actually. Usually it's not quite this rare. Alright, let's see what we got going on in this room. Get this thing lit. There we go. And we got some of you guys, eh? Ow. Nope, nope, nope. Nope.
Embrace the ice! Take flight! So
Ow.
rude!
Ow.
Come on, we can do it.
Time for retribution!
Alright, there we go. Alright, that's done. Let's grab this stupid thing. Carrot over here. Chest there. Okay. Health-wise, everybody's doing pretty good. Just over here. Uh-huh. Tried to hide. Whoa. Whole lot of you.
Whirling snow! Sakura swirl! Take flight!
Oh, you're not gonna die, huh?
My apologies! A worthy opponent. Much remains.
Oh!
Finished.
Oh, why didn't I notice that? I wasn't even watching that poor girl's health, and she got killed. And I don't got no revive items with me. Yeah, he's dead. See if I can make it through here with 3 of us. Okay. What else do we got in here? Alright. Looks like we're gonna be flying. To where? I don't know. Oh, there. Okay. So, before we get involved in this, let's probably get... Oh, too late.
Where did I...
Oh no. Uh-oh. We're in trouble now for sure. Because Barbara's not going to be able to fight these guys. So yeah, we're in trouble. We're going to lose.
With the wind! Wind blade!
Let's dance.
Ah. Gotta get through the shield.
Ready, steady, go!
Where are you?
Wind blade!
Alright. Okay. Now that everybody is dead. That's not good. We still got a long ways to go in here too. PUBG girls wanting me to do a 10 wish, huh? I don't think there's anybody in the 10 wish that I really want, to be honest. But I will check in a moment. But I'm pretty sure there's not. Alright, so what's going on here? Because I'm not done. And the reason is because those two things didn't die. They just got blown off of here. But... There they are. They're back. Where are they, though? That's interesting. Where the heck are they? Uh-huh. Yep. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get to them now. That's gonna be a problem because they're off the platform. Which makes it very difficult. But they're still able to shoot at me somehow. I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Can't fight them like this. All right. Well, that sucks because there's not a whole lot I can do from here.
I'll protect us.
Barely doing anything to him.
Let the show begin.
Not doing anything to him. Literally is not hurting him at all. Because I don't have the right characters to fight this guy right now. They've all died off. So this is what I got left. And now it's gonna bring me back up here. Alright, never mind. You know what? That's it. Yep, we're gonna leave this. We'll have to come back to it later. Finish with that. Okay, so you asked PUBG Girl about making a wish. Let's do that real fast. I need to revive, but okay, so we already have Noelle. Maybe do one there. There. We'll go here. Barbara, great. Already got Barbara. That's why I don't do too many wishes right now, because it's just the same characters. There's a couple new ones, but most of the time you just get the same thing you already got. Or at least with me, that's the way it's been. So, yeah, but I mean, hey, convert. So let's do that. No. And it won't let me do the convert. Oh, there it did. Okay. Yep, so that's that. So now I gotta raise my dead. So why is it gonna do this now? Barbara, constellation. Whoop. So that always is kind of nice. So there you go. That's kind of nice to get. Okay, now we got to get our guys rezzed up here because they're all dead. Lots of dead. All right, there we go. Everybody's feeling better. Uh-huh. We didn't get any of these done today at all. We've been busy just listening to talking. Very important. All right, so with that all being done, we're going to call it a day. And we're going to be back in another few hours maybe with our driving Euro Truck Simulator 2. But for now, this is it. What are you doing, you dork? For now, this is it. And appreciate you all watching. We will see you again. Again, we do this game every Sunday. No matter what, we do it every Sunday. So we will be back at this one next Sunday, and we're going to keep on streaming other games. All right. Thank you all for watching. Have a great, whether it be your morning, evening, afternoon. Hope it was great. Hope you have a great day, night, evening, whatever it is. Take care and be kind.